Hi friends, I don't really know how to start this intro, but before I start this video, I just wanted to take the time to thank everybody who has seen the last video and have chosen to subscribe. Welcome. I don't know if you enjoy the rest of my content, but I hope you do. Yeah, thank you everybody who left such kind, moving comments on my last video. It really helped me put things in perspective that it really helped me put things in perspective that, okay, extremely anticlimactic, but my memory card ran out of space. So where was I? Yeah, I was saying that the comments made me feel a lot less alone, and I'm really thankful for everybody who watched it. So yeah, content's back to normal. For today's video, I just really need to do a little bit of fabric destash because just look at my fabric stash. I have accumulated fabrics for like 4 years, and because I used to do photo shoots, I used to buy a lot of fabrics for backdrops, and because they were like mostly product shoots, so the fabrics were not like big fabrics, they were like a lot of 1 meter kind of fabrics, so I do need to clear them off. Today I have these two orange fabric. The first one is kind of like a really nice orange pattern with a little bit of sheen. So I have this top that I want to make. I talked about it in my 2025 sewing plans video, so I'm finally getting to it. And then the next fabric I have is this like orange stripe fabric that is kind of like canvasy. I think it's like yarn dye, I think. So yeah, so this is also a really nice fabric. I have no clue what I want to do with this yet, but I'm thinking either this or something like this. I'm just trying to figure out which one I will actually wear more, or else I would probably do maybe something like this, like a halter neck situation. I'm not so sure yet, but this is my plan for today. I'm going to try to draft my own and see if that works. So yeah, let's get into it. So basically, I don't know if any of this makes sense. So what I wanted the upper bust to kind of like curve upwards. So then I kind of like drew the upper bust upwards like that. And then the under bust, I initially wanted to do a little slight curve, but I realized that because it's a drawstring, so it didn't really matter. So this is the pattern that I did. So this is the under bust, and then this is going to be the over bust, where there is going to be a slight curve, and then it's going to angle outwards because this is all going to be drawstring. I'm going to do a mock-up first just to see if it all actually fits. So here's the mock-up, and I think everything fits fine except for maybe the bust area. I feel like I am probably going to shorten this whole area to like this much instead. 3 cm. I'm going to cut down like 3 cm from the center, and then we'll work from there. And it's a little bit too wide as well, I feel. So I've got freaking NDP. The jets are still going. Oh. I think the jets are done. Okay, so I just cut out. It's not done. It's back. Okay, I'm back. So I've cut out all my pieces, and so this is my front piece, which is going to be like here, okay? And I also cut out the lining for it, but I actually forgot to leave extra seam allowance for a French seam. And then this is my back panel, and then this is my back, the back part of the top the back panel for the bottom back panel. What am I talking about? This is the bottom back panel, and I have my two front panels here. So these are all going to be drawstring at the top. So I've got my pieces, and then now I think I'm going to quietly work my way in. Now I'll just drop you some updates along the way. I definitely need to cut strips for my front ties, as well as for my straps. I forgot to turn on the camera the whole time, but basically I have already done the front pieces. Right now I'm working on the drawstring part and attaching the lower front panel. And yeah, I forgot to turn on the camera, so that. So I've just zigzag stitched all the edges of my top because I don't have a serger. So that's what I'm just gonna do right now. And then, as you can see, this is going outwards. So when the drawstring pulls, it should fit, like it should be straight-ish. And then this is going like this way. So I'm going to sew them. I don't know why I'm not center. So I'm going to sew them together right now. So the top is kind of done, but I can't really fully let go because I will be flashing, but basically I will need to actually add darts in this area so that it will not be flopping outwards. It is about almost a week later. So I have sewn in the darts here, as you can see. I've sewn in the darts. I have attached the straps fully. So all I'm left with today is actually just to hem the bottom of the top, and I'm actually done. And then I'm going to be working on the second piece. So I'm just going to finish this, and then I will show you how it looks like. So I'm now starting on the second top, which is going to be this fabric. So I've just ironed it, and I am actually using a pattern for this one because I have only, what's the time now 1. I have only 3 hours to get this top done, and I don't want to like waste too much time. I am going to kind of like pattern hack it so that I can complete it in 3 hours. So it's a bit of a time crunch, but I really want to wear this top for the gathering I'm going to later in the evening. So I'm hoping that I can get this done in 3 hours. Done up the bust pieces. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna base the bottom of the bust piece so that I can gather it up. I'm gonna do that, and then I actually forgot to cut out the lining for the waistband, so I will need to get that done as well. Basically what I just did is I attached the bust pieces to the lining of the waistband piece. Let me just clear up the threads because they're like annoying me. And then now that the lining is attached, I'm flipping it over to attach the front piece, making sure that the center is matching up with the center, and then I'm going to do a 1 cm seam all around. So this happened. So I've just tried it on, and I took off a little bit of curvature at the bottom so that it sits a little bit straighter. So what I'm gonna do now, I think it's called the burrito method. So I am going to fold it in, fold the boobage in. I think I'm gonna try to pin it like that instead. Try. I feel like it's a poster. Actually, it's not that bad lah. The front is done, and I didn't actually talk about what I was going to do for the back. I'm actually going to do a shared back so that I don't have to think about any kind of closures. Yeah, I'm actually done with this piece, and it's almost 4 p.m. now, so I'm gonna be late for my gathering because